So you have your hot, right? You have your hot when it comes to tiers. And the reason why we wrote this, can't just hope. The tier 3, remember, it's your last tier, right? It's your last tier, tier 3. Tier 3 is your offline where your STDs are, where you don't need to spend a lot of money, you just plug in disks. I told you about this, right? Tier 1 is your hot, you know that I need to be back in 15 minutes. With DR comes in, you have your data center here, but these two data centers have replication in between, replication software. So that's called disaster recovery software. So this site and this site might not be in the same town. They might not be in the same city. They might be in two different continents, similar to your movies, right? So it uses backup, which likes compression. Remember, compression takes time. Remember, it eats away at your IOPs. I'm speaking too quickly because I don't want my phone to die, but I'm still recording. You still have your virtual machines that were not here to still be recreated, but then it doesn't work like that. This site works like this site, everything that's here. But remember, if this is vendor 1, if you are using Ocean Store here and Ocean Store here, if you're using smart replication from Huawei, it needs to be here so that this site and this site are live and live. But I'll teach you later about active, 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 passive. But this site, when this site dies, if I put a hammer, remember, all of these applications, then you are guaranteed based on, remember, you have your SLAs. SLAs means quality of service. Then you'll be able to say, I want this up. That depends on your employers. That depends on employers or the boss. So remember, with backup, it's just backed up to the offline storages, which don't even have any form of intelligence. It just works on the tiering. The tiering, remember, moving data from hot to cold, and then you gonna make me die because I can't breathe. So now there's replication between these two sites. So whatever happens to site number 1, which is the data center 1, data center 2. So Netflix is here in Norway, but Netflix in Cape Town. There's replication between the two based on what you watch. And then if one dies, shit. Oh, you excuse me, I'm gonna get. If one dies, this one takes over. All your apps and your data, your computing power, hypervisor is your virtualization, decompression. This one compresses. So when that's the difference really, because this one is compression. But if you compress this one, but it takes time, then you have to decompress. Then that takes long. But that depends on money and your service level agreements, which is your smart QoS. I hope Siambe right. So backup takes a long time. It's necessary. Remember, some of us don't have money to have DR sites. We can do this on your own as a personal, you can do this as a small business, and you can still do this as a large company as long as you know what if you effect, okay, son. Yeah, but I don't mind if my data dies, I can have it in 24 hours. But for a bank, a movie channel, or stock exchange, you have SLAs that require that here gone. That are the replication. So this site is just sitting idle. When you die, I'm back. When you die, I'm back. So all my data. So that's why we talk about things like clone. Remember we spoke about smart clone. Appliances are your devices that we spoke about, your connectors and your disks. Remember, you wanna lower costs, right? You wanna raise performance. Sorry, I did a bad arrow there. Increase performance. That's where money goes. But then you must be performance of storage. You must be able through virtualization explain to your employers, and you must employ facts and not emotions. So I hope that with this chalkboard This is not Huawei, by the way. This is me. The other ones are Huawei, and I hope we learned something. And Amandla and one love, and always sponsor for Huawei. It's your boy, Big Boss, Big Boss Lindro, Amakawe. You one love, you one love, always. Yeah, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.